Hello and welcome. I'd like to start off this episode by extending my sincere thanks to the 3 Dandaragan Shire Councillors who extended the kind courtesy of attending the screening of the Frackman movie, which presented the very real difficulties and dangers that are present in the fracking process. So thank you very much for coming along to see this side of the story and understand what the actual facts are, as opposed to the transparent propaganda which is unfailingly issued by government and industry. Because for way too long now, concerned groups and individuals have desperately been trying to alert elected representatives as to the dangers, the known, proven dangers and health risks of the fracking process, but these are unfailingly deflected by just more industry and government propaganda. This is blatant lies, untruths and disinformation. It's unacceptable to the larger community and it is intolerable. It happens in disregard of the ever-amassing proof of harm. This is abundant witness testimony. The triggered earthquakes, sinkholes, air pollution, water contamination, prolific wildlife deaths, deforestation where it comes close, increasing industrial accident reports, spillage reports, illegal gas venting, children's unstoppable nosebleeds, hideous skin rashes, the total economic ruin of the regions that it disaffects, environmental devastation, evaporation pond leakage, drill well failures. I could go on and on. The list is endless of what amounts to a crime against humanity. It is a clear and present danger. It has no place in civilised society. And in spite of years now of intensive efforts to alert the Dandaragan Shire Council of this potentially lethal threat, they still lockstep with government and industry propaganda that praises fracking as the best thing ever. Well, if this is true, why then do worldwide anti-fracking groups comprise the fastest growing social movement in all of human history? How come there are no pro-fracking lobbyists anywhere outside of government or industry? Why no pro-fracking rallies or marches? They don't exist. So the inescapable truth is that ecocidal fracking is harmful at every level. It's socio-psychopathic madness and it must be permanently banned. The appalling water wastage alone should be enough to permanently get rid of this dreadful scourge. It should stop it in its tracks. Plus, the high risk of fracking triggered earthquakes in the exceedingly tight geology of the Shire of Dandaragan, that risk is wholly unacceptable. It can never be safe. And in spite of emphatic community rejection, the Shire now facilitates fracking operations in several locations. Now, this is taking place in the total absence of social licence, in defiance of adverse public response, and increasingly intense community opposition. It's not even known to the community if any operational risk management policy exists, and we know that, or to the best of our knowledge, there are no risk assessments or environmental impact studies. To the best of our knowledge, there are none. This hasn't been carried out. It's treasonous betrayal, it is unconscionable, and it is unforgivable. As we've repeatedly stated, Cervantes established a 95% opposed to fracking. This situation the Shire has yet to formally acknowledge after months of waiting and providing them with these facts. Instead, as fracking's cheerleaders, They challenge our survey's validity and integrity. Well, the Shire has no authority to countermand this confirmed community position. They've been formally issued with our anti-fracking policy as a non-negotiable audience that they are obliged by law to adopt. This must be the Shire's official position, since they have no right or no lawful remit to rule over this community. Essentially, they exist to serve the community. Now, of course, councillors are entitled to their independent opinions, but they cannot lawfully negate or deny this absolute community directive. If they do, then it only confirms that another venomous tentacle of corporate dictatorship has slithered in under the radar. Some councillors evidently consider me radical, citing what they term as the threatening nature of correspondence. Well, if referencing laws that are designed to protect the environment and the potential consequences of flouting those laws can be seen as radical or threatening, well, so be it. However, the real threat, the serious threat, stems from the submissive acceptance of government deceit and propaganda while studiously ignoring all the proven evidence that confirms everything we've been saying for years. Instead, they circulate discredited newspaper articles in a scurrilous effort to enforce the cancerous criminal insanity of fracking. This action alone confirms an obvious bias, a predisposition of monstrous betrayal. It's intolerable that we're forced to fight government in order to protect limited water reserves and the environment for this and future generations. This community deserves better. 100 ratepayer signatures are required for a special electors meeting. If the Shire refuses to protect this unique and indescribably precious region for future generations, then this community absolutely must. Thank you for your time.